Responsibility feels heavy because it is. That does not mean something has gone wrong. A post without weight is usually not a post. A post without weight is a hobby, a preference, maybe a costume. It's a thing a man can put on and take off when he wants to feel useful. But real responsibility has weight. A wife has weight. Children have weight. A household has weight. A church has weight. Truth has weight. A calling has weight. A name has weight. A future has weight. The modern world has lied to men about weight. It told them that weight is oppression, that obligation is bondage, that responsibility is the enemy of freedom, that the highest good is to remain unburdened, unbound, unattached, and endlessly available to the next desire. That sounds like freedom until you realize it produces men with no roots, no vows, no endurance, no legacy, and no one safe behind them any longer. A weightless man is not free. He is light enough to be blown away. The penguin understands the weight of the egg. It is fragile. It is inconvenient. It limits him. It holds him in place. It prevents him from doing whatever he might otherwise do. And that is the point. The egg gives shape to his obedience. He does not stand in the cold because cold is enjoyable. He stands because life has been placed at his feet. That is what responsibility does. It takes a man out of the fantasy that his life is mainly about himself. Some men resent the egg. They resent the wife who needs steadiness. They resent the children who need presence. They resent the church that needs faithfulness. They resent the job that needs diligence. They resent the bills, the repairs, the discipline, the repetition, the ordinary work that keeps life from collapsing. And because they resent the weight, they start dreaming of escape, a different life, a different woman, a different city, a different church, a different version of themselves who is finally admired, finally free, finally unburdened. But many of those fantasies are not visions, they are desertions wearing perfume. The weight is not the enemy. The weight may be the very thing God is using to make you a man. Scripture says that if a man does not provide for his own household, he has denied the faith and is worse than an unbeliever. That is not soft language, is it? God takes responsibility very seriously because love takes responsibility seriously. Love does not merely feel. Love carries. A Christian man must learn the difference between being crushed by false burdens and being formed by the holy ones. Not every weight is yours, but some weights are. And the test of manhood is not whether you can avoid them, it is whether you can carry what God actually placed in your hands. Some of you are tired because the weight is real. That does not mean you are failing. But some of you are tired because you keep trying to carry your responsibility while also carrying secret sin, distraction, bitterness, and fantasy. That will break a man. The egg requires focus. You cannot guard what is entrusted to you while constantly checking whether a warmer life is available somewhere else. You must come back to what is beneath your feet. Who has God entrusted to you? What truth has God entrusted to you? What work has God entrusted to you? What future is being warmed or frozen by your obedience? The weight is not proof that God is cruel. The weight is proof that God trusted you with something that can live. So here's the question this episode leaves you with. What have you been calling a burden that God calls an entrustment? Pick it up rightly, not with resentment, not with self-pity, not with theatrical suffering, with reverence. When the weight presses down, when the cold intensifies, when the entrusted thing feels heavier than you expected it to. You do not need an escape plan. You need a sentence. Stand your post.